Your reality, my reality. I don't like it anymore. Not the reality. You know, like when you're trying to get something out, but it keeps moving so fast that you can't grab onto it, and damn it. This is a video about what I wish I was told before I took acid about 10 times. In a collective whole sum of it, I probably took about 20 hits of acid, you know, over the span of 10 experiences, 10 or 11. And that was over about 2 or 3 months of time. I never did it back to back, and I never did it earlier than a week span in between of the trips. And this video isn't some sort of like all destructive, oh my fucking god, I destroyed my life kind of thing. Because if you look at my recent videos and if you look at how I'm talking right now, I'm rather coherent and, you know, complete. But during the time of tripping, it was very difficult to get out what I was trying to say. You know, I don't think that's a long-term thing, right? Because now I'm beginning to speak rather well, and I can speak however I want, you know, in the fluidity of the moment. But I could definitely tell that my body was taking a toll. You know, not a serious one. Not a serious one. In fact, I'm certain that our bodies can rebound out of any sort of experience, you know. But just like with any drug, if you use it for a deal of time, there's gonna be a period of time afterwards where your body needs to breathe out and go, okay, let's get back to this balance point here. My mind was trying to relax, right? You know, think about it. When you're just getting done with an LSD trip, at least for me, my mind is still churning at like a million thoughts per second, right? That's obviously an exaggeration. As I'm trying to fall asleep, if I can't shut off my mind, whew, good luck sleeping. But there's still that thing there. There's still that strive that your mind wants to keep doing. There's still that, let's try to do this, you know? Because it's just it's a beautiful experience. It's a elevated experience. And what body doesn't want to feel more of itself? What body doesn't want to feel more stimulation or more capability of thinking things in a unique way, right? And thankfully, and quite obviously, I got the right acid. It was good acid. It wasn't, you know, some bullshit donkey wonky. I don't know what the fuck, you know, I don't know. All you gotta do, man, find some people and feel them out. Like, it's not that hard to find good acid. Like, let's just be real. Now, thankfully, I was in Northern California at the time, and that's a heyday for psychedelics, let's just say that. But, you know, when you're on that psychedelic experience, your mind is just being worn out. And if, you know, for people that are tripping multiple days in a row, I can't imagine. I can't imagine what that's like. I was actually in the Mount Shasta City Park, and this guy was like tripping on fucking 15, he said 23 hits of acid. And all he could do, he was tripping balls. Everyone knew that. I mean, there was like 6 guys around the picnic table smoking weed, like that was the scene. And this guy's tripping on like 23 hits of acid, you know, as you might expect, just tripping balls. But every now and again, he'd say these phrases that were like almost interlocked within his experience. Like he couldn't move past them. And it was like, what's up, everybody? You know, like he was from Chicago. So whenever there was a moment, just a moment where he could say that phrase, he'd fucking just like glitch it out of his reality. You know, like, what's up, everybody? You know, like some fucking, it was weird, you know? And he didn't do that when he was non-23 LSD'd out. But honestly, that guy was a little, he got fucked up a lot. And he might have had some mental issues, honestly. Like, there's this thing, there's confounding variables in a lot of this shit. That's why we need to study. That's why we need psychedelic, scientific observation, where there's controlled circumstances and honesty between the corporations of this fucking world. Because then we could figure this shit out, you know? We could really figure it out. We wouldn't have to rely on people's experiential stories, right? Which are heavily variable. But nonetheless, whatever. I shared my piece of the neurological brain network of all human collectiveness, of the nature of the human brain. And perhaps it might connect on your side of the brain. Whether you're in the visual cortex and I'm in the prefrontal, or you're in the fucking auditory and I'm in the amygdala. I don't really know, right? We're just expressing, and hopefully we all come together in the end and share enough to the point where we know the fucking actuality, instead of just tripping out on everyone's reality like, your reality, my reality, I don't like it anymore, not the reality.